All right, Coach, here we are, Northern Colorado. Listen, I can't help but look around and see that you're the only big guy as far as coaches go in the room.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us what your role is on the staff here compared to the other guys that are the little guys?
Yeah, so, naturally, you would assume I obviously work with the big guys, and I do spend a lot of time with the upper weights in terms of personal coaches, individual lessons, things like that. One thing that's big about our staff, everybody works with everybody, so I might work with a 25-pounder or a heavyweight. Obviously, when it's time for me to scrap with the kids, obviously I'm rolling with the big guys, but within the staff, everybody's got their own roles. I'm the associate head coach that comes with its own, responsibilities, mostly with recruiting and just running the day-to-day operations of the program. So, those are probably the two areas where I'm in charge the most of.
Okay, so talk to me about recruiting, right? So I'm here to kind of shed a little bit of light on this unbelievable Division I program with a ton of success, but I'm from the Midwest.
Right.
So talk to me about what you're looking for in a wrestler. These guys behind you right now, what are you looking for to come join the team?
Right. Yeah, I'm a Midwest guy too. We do recruit nationally. We do have probably 20 different states represented across 40 kids. About half the team's Colorado. Obviously, geographically, makes a lot of sense to keep a lot of the best kids home. But we're out there just trying to find the best kids in the country. So talent goes a long way, but it's not everything, right? You can develop talent to a certain extent. Want kids that are talented, humble, work hard, good grades, good cultural fit. All those things that make somebody a bear, right? They need to fit our program, because if a kid's happy, he's going to perform better. At the end of the day, if a kid's not happy, he's not performing, we're not happy, nobody's happy, right? So you're looking for all those things, encompassing a student athlete here that fits the university, the town, the lifestyle, things you're trying to do as a program, and really, can they buy into your vision? Do they want to come here and be the first two-time national champ, first two-time Big 12 champ, whatever those next hurdles are, as we have guys start knocking off new items on the list that people just haven't done before.
So you mentioned you ticked off a couple things as far as what you're looking for, but what I want to back up a little bit and tell me about the lifestyle here in Greeley.
Yeah.
What's campus life like? What's class size like? What's a student athlete going to be experiencing while they're here?
Right. It's a very medium-sized campus, right? So in the past, I've been in a school that had 40,000 students. I've been in a school that had 4,000 students or less, right? And so this is very medium-sized, kind of that 12 to 14,000 students, where you're not in those 1,000-person auditorium classrooms. You also don't know every single person you see on campus. This really is kind of that medium feel in terms of university size. Class size is usually around 30 or so kids.
Okay.
It's still pretty small class sizes, which great for learning for our kids. In terms of lifestyles, we're in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. I'm from Iowa, kind of like that, except we have mountains and all kinds of cool stuff to do outside of here. If you can't find something to do in Colorado, you're really just not trying hard enough. Unlimited opportunities in the free time our kids do have. In the off season, if you want to get out and ski or snowboard or do those things, you like to hike, you like to fish, you like to camp, you like to mountain bike or whatever, kayak. There's everything here in terms of Colorado. Within 30 minutes from here, you can be hiking in some mountains. So obviously, great lifestyle for a lot of kids that are into that kind of thing. In terms of the town's about 125, 130,000 people. Again, it's not a major city. It's not a tiny town. It's definitely a college town. It's got everything you need. We're just down the road from Denver. We're 45, 50 minutes from the Denver airport. Get anywhere in the country direct in no time. So it really is a good place, good opportunity for everybody.
Okay, wrestling's a tough sport, right? We got tough guys behind you. Everybody, the macho thing, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm a wrestling dad, or former wrestling dad. I guess you never shed that. And my wife, wrestling mom. Talk to the wrestling mom.
Yeah.
And tell her what her son is going to experiencing with this coaching staff and the team camaraderie behind you.
Yeah, and the number one thing we always say in recruiting, you got to recruit mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so obviously, kid's going to be happy. At the end of the day, even if it's 100% the kid's decision, it's at least 1% mom's decision.
Yeah,
you always want to make mom happy, so that is a huge part. One thing I think we do well, we keep our parents involved. We've got great relationships. It's not one of those send your kid here and in 4 or 5 years we'll mail them back and they're ours while they're here. We do keep our families pretty involved, the parents pretty involved, stay in great communication with a lot of them pretty regularly, keep them involved through the recruiting process and once the kids are here. And I think, especially in today's climate, just with how easy it is to transfer and leave and all kinds of, you have to develop a great relationship with these kids, and that's something we've put a lot of emphasis into, is just trying to get to know these kids, build that relationship, get them to trust you, winning matches is really important. Obviously, that's how we're evaluated, but you're trying to help these kids become men and be a positive role model in their life and do all these other things that go into it. That those are the things that they're going to remember, how you made them feel, how you helped them, those things long after. I mean, this is year 14 or 15 for me coaching. I still talk to kids I coached in year 1. So just being able to maintain those relationships when you get asked to do that letter of recommendation, you get invited to the wedding, you see them moving on with their life, whatever, those are things that make you happy. You keep those long-lasting relationships, and that's something we try to put a lot of emphasis in.
You mentioned men, but you have a unique background because you also have coached women before,
did,
right? So tell me, let's segue just a little bit into that with the booming sport that's going on and women's growth of women's wrestling. Right now we got Worlds going on. Got, 4 in the finals, I think. Dom just took the title today.
Yep.
Let me ask you this instead. What do you say to the male coach that can't quite get over the hump of how to start a women's program? What's the difference? Talk to that coach and coach them on how to start a women's program.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, with everything, take ego out of it, ask for help, ask for resources, really reach out to those people that have done it. You would be surprised how many coaches at the next level, national level, international level, college level, would probably be willing to give you some advice and help you, or put in a good word with your AD, or whatever those things are that you might need to help start that program. And right now, people want women's wrestling. It's a great thing. Not only is it great for them, it's great for men's wrestling too. You probably have people that are willing to give you their time, their resources, their energy, their effort to give those girls the opportunities that they deserve to compete in this sport. We talk all the time about this sport is for everybody. Everybody is the girls too. And so it's important that they get those opportunities. And yeah, I was fortunate to coach Tamara Mensah in college. And, Catherine Shy here in the senior level and all those things, where seeing the high level girls and all the things that they can accomplish. And look at Tamara right now. Hopefully she's out collecting another world title this weekend. So,
Yep.
I mean, sky's the limit for where the sport's going to go.
All right, I appreciate that, Coach. What do you got coming up here shortly? You're back on the mat recently, right? What's coming up next? What's your schedule looking like at the beginning? Have you released the schedule yet?
Schedule is final, not public.
Okay.
So what we've done, we've released who our opponents are. We haven't put out the dates
Gotcha.
yet.
Okay.
I would anticipate that coming out at any day at this point. Honestly, we're just waiting for the marketing people to release it. So it's done.
Okay.
So we're hot and heavy in preseason right now. Training a few days a week, getting the guys bigger, stronger, faster, better, leaner, whatever those things are. Everybody's got a little different goal right now. But we're seeing great gains in the preseason. Our team is, between a third and a half new people. Right? We've got a young team, so obviously spending a lot of time working on those technical areas, getting people into the system, learning those have-to skills for the college level. And beyond that, we're just rolling right into the season here. It'll be, I see the clock behind you, 182 days until the NCAA tournament. You blink and it's gone. So it'll be here quick, and we're just excited to get there.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Got anything else?
No, go Bears.
All right, thanks.
Thanks.